Hi. Today, I am about to showcase something very exciting for our traders at GenesisFX markets. If you look to the left under TradeLocker, you will notice something very new, the journal. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Now, the journal is a trading journal. As traders, we understand the importance of tracking our trades to improve our craft and become consistently more profitable. Some of the things we can see immediately in the overview are a nice welcome message for us and the trades we have made throughout the week. And down here, we have the net profit and loss during the last 30 days. So I made $232 over the last 30 days. My most rated asset was gold. The number of trades that I had taken was 13. My win rate was 92.3%, and I had a profit factor of 4.12, meaning I am a profitable trader. On the bottom left, we have the recent trades, my last 4 registered trades, and how much I've won. And over here, we have high-impact news, which would be an excellent tool to use so that you are not caught off guard by any high-impact news that could potentially ruin your trade for the day. So do take note of this area. Now, aside from the overview, we can take a look at the statistics. In the statistics section, we have a lot of in-depth information that helps your trading. For example, we have the Genesis score. As you can see, my Genesis score is 79.21 out of 100. The closer we are to 100, the better an indicator of our trading prowess. The closer to 100, the better trader I may be, for example. So as you can see, my trades are highly consistent. My risk-reward ratio is okay. My win rate is very good. And my profit factor is excellent. It has been skewed by the average win and loss simply because I only have one loss on this account. Now, I have 13 total trades. My win rate is at 92.3%. My total profit and loss is $232.58. I have a profit factor of 4.12, which means I am quite profitable. My risk-to-reward ratio is 0.34. Now this is on the low end because it means I am risking more in my losses than in my wins. As you can see from the next value, the average win is $25.59. So, on average, I make $25 per trade. But when I trade, I could lose up to $75. That is my average loss. Now this may not be accurate at the moment because I only have one loss, but currently the system is picking up that if I were to lose one trade, it would be 3 times my average win. Okay, so my best trade currently was at $85 and my worst trade was at $74. And my only loss, I have 11 consecutive wins and 1 loss. My most profitable asset is gold. Over here, we can see the session and time analysis. Now, if you have been trading Forex for a while, you know that not every single market session will react the same as the other market sessions. There is the Asian session. You have the people up in Sydney. You have the people down in London, people in Frankfurt, and you have the US or the New York Open. Now these openings will allow different kinds of traders to trade on the market. So we need to understand where we are most profitable. In my case, I did very well during the Sydney and Tokyo sessions. I only had 1 trade during the London session and none during the New York session. This is simply because of a time zone difference. But the more you trade, the more you populate this. You will start to see which sessions are much more profitable for you. Sydney and Tokyo are my most profitable sessions. That would deter me from trading during the London and New York sessions because I now understand this is where I make the most money. On the right, we have the average profit and loss by day of the week. Now, what is the importance of finding out what days are most profitable for you? Well, throughout the FX market, there will be multiple times when you will be trading on a schedule. So we need to see when we are at our best. Monday, or the first day of the week, is not the best time for us to trade. It may be from Tuesday to Thursday. This is information that could improve your trading. It's very useful and gives us insight into when we should actually be trading. On the lower left, we have the symbol exposure. Currently, it only has gold with 13 trades and the profit and loss. We also have the technical statistics here. The average hold time, the break-even trades, the total volume traded, the total number of pips I've earned, my average trade per pip, my average trade pips, my Z-score, or, in other words, an indicator of whether or not my trades are simply lucky or if I actually have skill, my profit expectancy for trade, how many longs I've won, and how many shorts I've won. That is not all that we have here in the trading journal. We actually also have the calendar. This is a very nifty tool that will help you really track your trading progress on a day-to-day basis. Now let's go back to January. As you can see, I have 2 other trading days here, showing January 22nd as my most profitable. There is something very cool about the calendar, the ability to share your month's performance. As you can see, we have a very nice background, a preview, and a design to share with our clients. So January 2026 through GenesisFX. This is a live account. If you had a demo account, it would appear as demo. So my monthly profit of $232, I took 2 trading days. I did 12 trades. I had a 91.7% win rate. My best trade made $84, and my average trade is $19. I can add a caption to the regular January performance. I can also put down my IB link. For those of you who are part of the affiliate or introducing broker business, feel free to add your link here so that you can share it with your clients. They can see your performance, and then you can tell them, hey, I'm a good, profitable trader. You should learn from me. Let's work together. Here is my link. We can go ahead and copy the image. We can download it or share it immediately. So that's about it for the calendar. One other very important part of the trading journal is the AI coach. Nowadays, AI is really part of every industry and many of the things we do. So, of course, we want to bring it into trading as well. The AI trading coach will review your current trading performance, tell you how well you are doing, and provide insights to help you improve as a trader. So the AI trading coach has taken a look at my 13 trades, the total trades that I've made. It knows my win rate. It knows my profit factor. It knows how much money I've made. And based on the other information, it gave me a quote: "Champions don't just win. They mastered the math of the kill." So, something we can ponder as we trade. So this is basically telling me that it's not enough that I win. I need to understand why I win. I need to really study the reasons that I win so that I can win even more in the future. So, the verdict is that you are an execution machine with a lethal 92% accuracy on gold. Still, you are currently playing a dangerous game of Russian roulette with your risk management. So, immediately, risk management is my weakness, and that if I continue this trading pattern without fixing my risk management, I risk blowing my entire account. It will tell you what is working. Your win rate is a leap. Landing 12 out of 13 trades on gold proves you have a master-level beat on gold's intraday volatility. Your 100% win rate on short shows you have zero bias and can capitalize on downward momentum with absolute position. And the 11-trade win streak is statistically rare. It shows you are in total sync with the current market cycle. Now, not only does it know what's working, but it will also tell me what I am lacking. All right, your risk-reward ratio is 0.34, meaning your average loss is nearly 3 times larger than your average win. You are currently winning through sheer volume and accuracy, but a single bad day can wipe out your entire week. So if I need to win 3 times and only lose once to break even, that is a wake-up call for me to improve my risk-to-reward ratio. Your 0 minutes suggest you are scalping for pennies while risking dollars. You are leaving the meat of the move on the table. So it is advising me to hold my trade even longer, considering that I have found excellent entry points. So what is my next move? It's telling me that during my next session, I should hold my winners until I reach a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. You have proven you can pick the direction. Now you must prove you can sit on your hands. If your stop loss is $30, your take profit must be at least $30. No more microscopic crumbs. When you're holding the bread knife, stop playing small. You have the accuracy of a god. Now get the discipline of a professional. Get back on those charts and let your winners breathe. So, with this information from the AI trading coach, it's basically telling me you don't have to change your strategy. You have to improve your risk-to-reward ratio and your risk management. So thank you, AI trading coach. Now those are the large parts of the trading journal. But some other interesting parts would be helpful to you, such as the trades. So now you can take a look at all the trades you've made, your net profit and loss, your entries and exits, and all that other information. We also have the notebook. Now the notebook lets you write down your trade notes. For example, I want to leave a day note or a trade note. I'm going to go ahead and look up all of my gold trades. Let's say this one, my only loss. Which folder do I want it put under? Which note do I want to put first in the loss ever review? I can add tags, I can add an attachment. I'm just going to go ahead and create. So, as you can see, it has created a note for me. If I open this, it has whatever it is I want to tell my staff in case I go back to study. Now, I can use this to understand my trading patterns better and become more profitable. Another interesting thing is going to the AI coach. I can actually save to the notebook. So what I just did was I saved the analysis was provided to me by the trading coach, and I can go back anytime in the future to read that again. I can also copy to the clipboard. I can also share it if I want to. Alright? Champions don't just master the math of the kill. I can go ahead and then read what the AI trading coach wrote about me previously. And last but not least, we have the replay feature, which lets us replay our trades. So let's open this trade. So this is gold. I had to buy the trade for the duration, which was 10 seconds, and I made 24 cents. Now, since my trade was not very long, even if I were to replay this button, as you can see, here's the entry and exit. The moment I hit enter, a few seconds later, I closed it, so the chart did not load. But let's say I had the trade that lasted an hour. This will start moving, and it will show you exactly when you hit your profit or your stop loss. I can also add notes here if I want to, and it's just right here. And that is it for the trading journal. We at GenesisFX Markets have provided all of these tools for our clients because we want them to succeed as traders. So please maximize the trading journal and let it help you make even more money with our service. So thank you all and have a great day.